If you're constantly hitting shuffle and hoping that Apple Music plays what you want, or if Apple's algorithm makes you feel like it's DJing your life without your permission, then this video was made just for you. I'm Dylan Stewart, the Mac Whisperer, and I'm going to show you how to master your Apple Music library like a pro. Make sure to stick around until the end because the Mac Whisperer power tip I'm going to share with you will show you how to get to the music you love instantly with one tap right from the top of your library. And if you'd like to follow along step by step, scan the QR code on your screen or hop over to the description and grab the link to download your free smart guide, which will walk you through everything we're going to learn today. So, no more shuffle and pray. Let's step behind the DJ booth and get this party started. Let's orient ourselves by jumping right into the Apple Music app right off your phone like this. When you first hop in, you'll see our navigation toolbar down at the bottom. We've got our home section, our news section, our radio section, and the section we're going to be focusing on throughout this entire video today, the library section. This is your music collection, not Apple's, yours. Music you've added from Apple Music, music you've purchased, music you've uploaded or burned from CDs over the years. This is where it all lives. As you come in at the top, you'll see playlists, artists, albums, songs, and downloaded. This is your digital music shelf. But before we move any further into this lesson, there's a universal control I want you to understand. Wherever you see songs listed, to the right of the songs, you're going to see these three dots right here. Clicking on these three dots gives you a ton of tools like favoriting a song, sharing a song, pinning a song, adding it to the playlist, playing it next, creating a station, and more. You can click those three dots anywhere you see them, but there's an easier way to access that exact same menu, and it's done by pressing and holding on the song rather than aiming at those three dots. But by press and hold on this song, you'll notice it pops up with a pop-up menu giving me all those same options. Essentially, it's two doorways into the same room, and we're going to be using it all over the place today. So whether you press the three dots or whether you press and hold on the song doesn't matter, but that menu is critical for today's lesson. Your library contains all of your music, and it's organized in three different ways. You can come into the artist section here. From the artist section, you can either scroll through the artists or pull slightly down until you see the search bar at the top and use the search bar to find a specific artist, or you can use the letters on the far right side to jump to a section of your library and find the artists there. A little power tip for you: if you put your finger down on the letters on the right-hand side and move slowly down, you will go one letter at a time, making it easy to get to the exact artist or the exact letter that you're looking for. If you tap on any artist, you'll see a list of all of the albums that you have from that artist. You can organize these lists by clicking on the three dots in the upper right-hand corner. This will allow you to choose between a grid view, which gives you bigger pictures and a better view of the album artwork, versus the list view, which allows you to see more things at one time. And underneath that same three-dot menu, you will also find the ability to sort by title, the date you added that album, or the year that album was released. I look at most albums inside of the artist view based on the year because I like to know what their newer music sounded like versus their older music, but most people should be on the title view because it's alphabetical and it's easier to find what you're looking for. If you tap on any album, it will show you whatever songs you have from that specific album. Here you see I only have one song from this Mercury Acts 1 and 2 album, but if I come into Night Visions, I've got the entire album here. You'll even notice that you see a little red star on certain songs. These are songs that you've favorited, and we're going to talk a lot about favoriting throughout this video, but it's an essential skill that you need to know how to do. Wherever you are in any of the song lists within your library, if you'd like to favorite a song, press and hold on it, or use the three dots and click Favorite up here. When you do that, it will make it easy for you to filter out other songs and find the songs, albums, and artists that you like the most. When you're inside of an album, you can play that album by clicking the play button at the top, or you can shuffle the album into a random order by clicking right here. Now let's pop into the albums view. Remember that the artist view showed the artists themselves, and then inside of the artists showed the albums. But the albums view does it the other way around. If I click on albums, I'm just going to see the albums themselves, not necessarily the artists that made them. You can view it in the grid view or in the list view and either have a better view or more items. When you're inside of the album view, you can sort it by artist, which means the albums will be alphabetized by the artist who created them, or you can sort it by title, date added, or year. Sorting by year means the most recent albums you've got are right up at the top, while the oldest albums just fall further and further down on that list. But for most people, the right way to view it is either by artist or by title, so you can find what you're looking for. Just like in the artist view, if you come up to the top of the page, you can search for a specific album anywhere in your library. A couple of letters will jump you right to it, even if the artist is all the way in the U section. The songs view shows you every song you've got. It doesn't clump it by album, it doesn't clump it by artist. You can sort it in multiple different ways, like the title of the song, the date you added into your library, or the artist who created that song, meaning that all the songs by Aha show up at the top of the list, while all the songs by U2 or Warren Zevon show up down at the bottom of the list. You can also sort it by date added, which is going to tell you the songs that you've added to your library most recently. This acts like a recently added playlist, helping you find the songs you just put into your library. And if you're someone who grabs songs from different artists and different playlists on a regular basis, this is the fastest way to see the newest music that you've added. And once again, clicking the three dots will allow you to sort it by title or by artist, and by scrolling up to the very top, you can search from here as well. But if you know what song you're looking for, I wouldn't bother coming into the song list at all. Instead, I'd drop down to the search icon on the bottom right corner here and start typing the name of the song you're looking for. As you type, be mindful of the top tabs. If you're set on Apple Music, it's going to find music that's in Apple Music, not necessarily your library. And Apple Music is infinite, so there's tons of stuff there that you just may not care about. Meanwhile, if you click on Library, it will only show songs that you actually have and like, making it easy for me to come in, click a couple of buttons, and jump right into the Jason Mraz song Hey Love if that's what I want to listen to. Whether you search by artist, by album, by song, or by using the search button is completely up to you. If you know who you want to listen to, I'd do artists. If you know the specific album you're looking for, I'd jump into the albums view. But if you're looking for songs, or you just want to search for something, the search button's faster than a lot of the other views. Now, before we head out of this section, I want to talk a little more about favoriting. Favoriting is a really important piece of the Apple Music experience because, as you can see, I've got an enormous amount of artists inside of my phone. There's just hundreds of them. We're not even out of the A's yet, and I could keep going. And as I continue to scroll, you might be overwhelmed by how many artists there are and how hard it is to go from the top of the list to the bottom of the list when many of these artists are ones you don't really like that much. You can come into any artist that you love and press and hold on their name until the pop-up menu shows up, and you can favorite that artist right here. When you favorite someone, you'll see that red star on the left side. So what's the big deal about favoriting? Well, you can filter any one of these views by your favorites. So if I click on the filter button in the upper right-hand corner here, I can choose to filter only my favorites. And instead of hundreds and hundreds of artists, we've just got a handful of artists that I listen to on a regular basis. You can favorite artists, but you can also favorite albums. So once you've come into your favorite album and press and hold on it and click the favorite star, you can come back to that album anytime you want without searching or hunting by coming up to your filter and selecting favorites just like that. And all of these albums show up right here, making it easier than ever for you to get from where you are to where you want to be. And when you favorite artists, albums, and songs, it helps Apple know what you like and build playlists and stations that feature your favorite artists, albums, and songs. Let's do it one more time in the song section. Let's just go to one of them right here, press and hold on it, click favorite, and then up at the top, click the filter button and show only my favorites. But I will warn you, don't leave the favorite filter active or you won't see all of your songs, all of your artists, and all of your albums. Now let's talk about downloading music. There may be times when you're on a plane or on a long drive or on vacation and you don't want to use cellular data or where you don't have a Wi-Fi connection, so you want to make sure that your phone acts more like an iPod and stores the songs inside of it whether you have an internet connection or not. Whatever songs you have downloaded will be shown in this downloaded section. And by coming into this section, you'll see that it's separated in the same ways we saw before. Playlists, artists, albums, and songs. But this time, these aren't all your artists. These are just the ones that have been downloaded to your phone. Downloading a song, album, or artist is really easy to do. I'm going to jump right to the artist train. I really love the album Drops of Jupiter, but I haven't actually downloaded it. Right from this screen, I can press and hold on the album, and I can download it right from here clicking this button. Or if I'm inside of an album, like this, I can click the download arrow that we see in the upper right-hand corner. As soon as I download it, it takes all of the songs from that album and puts them on my phone so I can listen to them anywhere I want. You can also download specific songs by coming into any artist, album, or song list, finding the song you want, and pressing and holding on it, clicking the download button, or clicking the three dots to the right side to download that specific song, just like that. You can even download playlists, which are really the smartest way to add songs in when you prepare for a trip, because your playlists are already organized. They're already some of your favorite artists, albums, and songs. So rather than going through your library and cherry-picking a couple of artists and albums here and there, you can come into any playlist and press and hold on the playlist to download it from here. But remember, the more you download, the more storage space it's going to take up on your phone. And that can become a problem if you have a small amount of storage space or a large amount of songs. Now you understand your library. That's your collection. But a collection isn't control. If you're just tapping songs one at a time, you're reacting. What you actually want is a vibe. Upbeat music to work out to, cool, relaxed music to have a cocktail party around, or a whole list of your favorite sing-along songs so you can karaoke the night away. And that's exactly what playlists are. First, on your navigation bar at the bottom, go down to the library and then click right on Playlists here. Let's build a playlist from scratch. Click the plus button up at the top of the screen and choose where it says Create New Playlist. Now let's give that playlist a name, hopefully something better than playlist. I want to put some songs together for jam bands that are cool. So I'm going to call it Chili Jam. And I can add a photo here if I want to. I happen to have already created a photo and downloaded it, but we'll add that in a few minutes. You'll also get an option to include this playlist on your music profile in Apple Music. That means that other people can find and listen to your playlist. If you want to be a little more private, turn that off and nobody will be able to locate this playlist if you're embarrassed of some of the music you're actually listening to. But not me. I'm happy to share it with anyone. We'll click right here and click the checkbox in the upper right-hand corner. When you first create a playlist, it's empty. There's nothing in it. But one of the really cool things about Apple Music is that because it knows your style and it knows what you're listening to, it's going to suggest songs right down here that can help you get started. Now, I'm not thrilled with any of those songs, so I'm going to find a song I played recently and add it into my playlist. I'm going to come to the Now Playing bar that you see down at the bottom. I'm going to use it to click in to the list of songs that I was playing earlier this morning and scroll back just a little bit to find the one that really connected with me. It's this one here, River Twiddle. I'm going to press and hold on it, and you're going to see that I have an option right here to add it to a playlist. It's perfect. Which playlist should I add it to? Well, you'll notice that the new playlist, Chili Jam, is right up at the top, so I can click right there and add it right in. To get out of the Now Playing screen, you're going to click this bar at the top. That drops us down. Here we are inside of our Chili Jam playlist. As you add new songs in, the suggestions will update in order to give you even better choices of songs that fit the music that's already in this playlist. Here we've got a song called We Are On Time that's perfect for what I'm looking for here. And I also like this Part of You song, so I'm just going to add those. But there are other ways that you can add songs to your playlist as well. To do that, we're going to jump back to the front of our library by pressing the library button at the bottom. That gets us to our home library screen. Here I can jump into artists, albums, or songs to find music that will fit perfectly for this playlist. Let's start by jumping into artists. Here I can either scroll or search, but I happen to know what I'm looking for. So I'm going to jump right down to the W's here and find this artist Wookiefoot. He's got some cool jam songs that I really like. So I'm going to come into this album here, and I can either press the three dots on the right side or press and hold on the song, and I'll have an option to add it to a playlist. As soon as I do that, it's going to show me all my playlists and the new ones right up at the top. So we can add that right in. That's one way that you can add music in by coming into the artist. You can also add music by coming into some of your favorite albums. So here I'm going to tug down and search in the album section for an album, and I can come right into this, press and hold again, and add the song to the playlist. We can even go to a specific playlist and take songs right out of that playlist and add them in as well. Now this new playlist is starting to come together, let's talk about some of the things that you can do within a playlist. When you're inside of your playlists, you'll see all of the songs that you've added in the order that you've added them. But I like to create a story, so I will sometimes reorganize the songs in a specific way. To do that, you can click the three dots in the upper right-hand corner and choose where it says Edit. In this section, you can take any song, press and hold on the three lines, and move it up or down to create the perfect jam. And you can click on the check boxes on the left if you want to delete specific songs, or you can click the plus button on the bottom right if you'd like to add another song. And you can look at the suggested songs that they show down here. You can look at songs that you've favorited recently, or songs from what they call the replay, which is music you've been listening to regularly. I like this Emotional Oranges song, so let's grab that, and let's grab Synchronicity right here, and let's come back up. As you add these songs in, you're creating your vibe and your style. But if you decide that a song doesn't quite fit, it's easy to remove it by swiping on it from the right side to the left and removing it like this. And if you're in the edit mode, you can change the artwork. They'll give you different pre-created artworks, but they're a little boring for me, right? I mean, they're fine, they're better than it being blank, but it doesn't really speak to what I'm creating here. I went into ChatGPT and built an album cover for this playlist that I'm going to add right from my photo library. Let's click here on the photo. Let's go to Choose Photo, and here we've got my Chili Jam artwork. Now I can click the checkbox in the upper right-hand corner, and this playlist is ready to rock and roll. Now let's see how all the playlists show up here. In this list, you can organize in multiple ways. By using the three dots in the upper right-hand corner, you can choose the grid view, which highlights the album artwork, allowing me to see my Chili Jam artwork even better. Or you can be in the list view, which allows you to see more things at one time. And you can also sort it by title, making it alphabetical, or by date added, or by the last time you played that playlist. You can even create playlist folders to help you organize all the separate playlists you create. Without folders, this playlists list could go on forever, forcing you to scroll for minutes or even hours to find that one playlist you want. That's not how we roll here. Let's click the plus button up at the top and create a new folder. We'll give this folder the name of New Playlists. But you can create any kind of folder. I've created one here to put my favorite playlists in. Another one for some of the music that I've created for my wife that we listen to regularly. Or playlists that I'm in the middle of creating and haven't finished perfecting yet. You could put all the workout playlists in one folder, or all the chill out playlists in one folder, or all the holiday playlists in one folder, but don't leave them all in one list. It's just too hard to manage. Once you've got a folder, you can add things into it by dragging and dropping. I can press and hold, move this in, and just let it go right inside of that playlist. But I can also go into the playlist itself, click the three dots in the upper right-hand corner, and choose where it says Move to Folder. I can put it in any of the existing folders that I want by tapping on it and clicking the Move button. You can even have folders with subfolders inside of them, like what I've done here inside my miscellaneous folder, where I have a subfolder for my Halloween and Christmas playlists. This means that anytime I want to listen to some fun music, I can come right into my faves and pick from my 4 favorite playlists. And don't forget about favoriting, because you can even favorite playlists, which makes it so helpful to pull all of your favorites into one place without you having to hunt around at all. To favorite a playlist, you can press and hold on it in this list and just choose the favorite star right there, and you'll see it get the red star to the left. Now that playlist is easy to get to and stands out amongst some of my other playlists that I've created. Before we finish up with playlists, I got a really cool power trick for you. We've talked about building playlists in a number of different ways, by pressing and holding on a song or by clicking the 3 dots. But there's an even easier way that you can create a playlist. And to do that, you're going to need 2 hands. Fortunately, most of us have 2 hands. We're going to come into the artist section here. We're going to find one of our favorite artists. Don't forget, searching in the bottom right is a global search, so it's going to take you out of this list. Instead, just tug down to reveal the search bar for the artist section. I'm going to come right into here and type up U2 and click right on the U2 section. This will let me come in and select multiple songs. Again, to do this, you'll need 2 hands. The first step, you're going to press and hold on a song and move it, but keep your finger down. We'll do it like this: press and hold, move. I'm going to hold my finger down, and with my other hand, I'm going to click on another song. I can click the back arrow with my other hand and find another one of my favorite albums and come right in and grab a song there by tapping on it. As you tap on additional songs, you create a stack. But I'm not done. I can back out of here and back out of U2 altogether and come into another one of my favorite artists right here and come into his album and grab a couple of songs from that album as well, just by scrolling around and grabbing them. We've now got 6 songs, which means we're ready to drop them into our playlist. I'm going to tap on our navigation bar at the bottom, back on Library, go into Playlist, and drag and drop these onto any existing playlist. If I hover over one of the folders that I've got, like my Geisha Cat folder, it'll open that up, allowing me to pick from what's inside of that folder. Or I can just find the playlist that I want and drop it right in. It's by far the fastest way to add songs into a playlist without going back and forth through multiple menus again and again and again. So that's what we've got for playlists. Now we're going to put it all together and tie it in with a nice bow and teach you how to use the Now Playing section of Apple Music to master your music. Now that we've got your music completely organized, let's talk about how to play the music and how to control it. At the bottom of your screen is something called the Now Playing bar. It shows the current song. Right from here, you can play or pause the current track. You can fast forward by clicking the forward button and go to the next song in your album or playlist. You can even swipe right on the Now Playing bar to skip to the next song or go back to the previous song, which is a new addition with iOS 26. It looks just like this: a quick swipe and I'm on the next song or the song before it. Easy, simple. And you can also press and hold on the Now Playing bar to favorite it, share it, pin it, add it to a playlist, or even create a station right off of that song. The Now Playing bar is there to stay out of your way so that you can listen to music while you're exploring your playlists, your artists, your home section, or anywhere in the app. It stays nicely out of your way while still giving you easy control to play, pause, forward, or rewind. But that's only part of the way to control the music on your phone, because that Now Playing bar has a friend. Tap on the Now Playing bar and it will expand into the Now Playing screen. The Now Playing screen is where the magic really happens, because it's where you've got all the controls and the ability to see what songs are coming next. But a lot of people get stuck on the Now Playing screen and don't know how to get back to the Now Playing bar. You'll notice at the top of the screen there's this bar right here. A lot of people will take it and try to drag it down. And you can do it. It's doable. You can take it and get it all the way down to the bottom, but it's even easier and faster to simply tap on it. Because as soon as you tap on it, it contracts back into the Now Playing bar. You see the Now Playing bar and the Now Playing screen are two sides of the same coin, and they work together. One gives you more tools, more visuals, and more options, while the other one stays out of the way, giving you the necessary tools while you do other things on the app. Let's go back in the Now Playing screen to explore some of the other tools here. Down at the bottom, you're going to notice three separate icons. On the bottom left corner, you're going to notice this little speech bubble. We'll get to that in a moment. In the middle, you'll see the AirPlay symbol. To the right of that, I've got the Q. And the Q is going to show me what songs I'm going to play next, whether I'm in a playlist, on an album, or just playing music in general. Let's tap it, which will take us off of the album art view and into the Q view like this. From here, we'll see the song that's currently playing up at the top, and the songs that are coming next underneath it. Want to see the album artwork in a better view? Just tap on the Q button in the bottom right corner again, and you'll get right back to it. I prefer to be in the Q section more often than not because, again, that's where all of the tools are. From the Q section, you can scroll up in order to see the next songs that are coming in that playlist or in that album. Or you can scroll down to see the history of music you've played in the past. You can always clear the history by clicking the clear button in the upper right-hand corner, but I'm not going to do that because I like going back to see what I used to listen to. Where you see the currently playing song, you'll see the name of the song, the album artwork to the left, and the artist under the name of the song. If you tap on the artist's name, you'll get an option to go to that artist or to go to that album. This means with a single click, I can check out other emotional orange songs or see what other songs are on that album that I'm listening to. And I can tap back on the Now Playing bar at any time to get right back to where I was. To the right of that, you'll notice the favorite button. Is this a song you're loving? Click that favorite button and it'll be easier to find in the future. And to the right of that, we've got the three dots that can allow you to add the song to a playlist, share it, create a station, or go to the album or the artist. There's a lot of tools right here, but the most important tools show up underneath the current song. Here you'll see four key buttons. On the far left, we've got Shuffle. If you want to hear the music in a random order, turn on Shuffle, and it'll mix up that album, that artist, or that playlist. Clicking it again will play it in the proper order. To the right of that, we've got the Repeat button. Clicking it once will repeat that album or that playlist. Clicking it twice will repeat that song in case you're absolutely obsessed with this new song or trying to learn how to play it on your guitar. Pressing it again will turn Repeat off. To the right of that, we've got Infinite Play. And Infinite Play is really cool because we're in a playlist where we're going to run out of songs within just a couple more songs. But if I turn on Infinite Play, it's going to make sure that when I finish these songs, it's got other songs that'll come up afterwards that are similar to what I was already playing. By doing this, you can turn a playlist into a station without really having to think too hard about that. To the right of that, we've got Auto DJ, which is a new feature in iOS 26. And what Auto DJ does is it finds the perfect transition point between the song you're listening to and the next song that's coming up. And it's more than crossfading, it's like matching the two songs together. I've had several situations where I was listening to a playlist and I didn't even realize I was on a new song until the playlist was over because each song just flowed so seamlessly into the next one. But if you want to hear the entire song as the artist intended, you're going to want to turn that off. And down here, you can forward through the current song or reverse back manually just by scrubbing your finger to the left or the right on this bar. You can see how much time has elapsed on the left and how much time is remaining on the right. Underneath that, we've got the lyrics. So if you want to see the lyrics to the song that you're listening to, tap on this button right here and it will show you the lyrics and play along with them as you go. As the song continues, you see the next lyric and the next lyric come up one right after the other. If you scroll forward and click on lyrics, it will jump to that part of the song, allowing you to go and hear that chorus again or skip to the part you like better. Pressing the pause stops it from playing, and you can also rewind by clicking here or fast forward by clicking here, allowing you to go back to the beginning of this song or skip to the next song. In addition to the lyrics, we've got our AirPlay icon. Clicking on that will allow you to control where the sound goes. Do you want it to go just to your phone, or to a local speaker, or to your headphones, or even to your Apple TV. You've got a ton of options right here, and you can click where it says Show More to see additional speakers if you have additional speakers in your area. I have a number of HomePods all over the house, so I can play my music from my phone to any one of the HomePods right from here. So hopefully by now, Apple Music has started to feel less like a random guessing game and more like a real music system. If you've gotten great value from this video and learned a ton, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Think of it like applause at the end of a concert and the crowd shouting for an encore. It tells YouTube you want more just like this. And if you've got a question, a comment, or you just want to share the name of your favorite playlist, drop it right below in the comments section. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, that's like buying front row tickets and then standing in the lobby. Come inside, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's keep the music playing. Now, hey Mr. DJ, it's time for the power tip. Even when you've built amazing playlists, even when your library is perfectly organized, you can still get lost. Sometimes you don't want to scroll. You don't want to search. You don't want to filter. You just want one button. And Apple has finally provided the option to pin your favorite albums, artists, songs, and playlists right at the top of your library section. That's right, with OS 26, you can take up to 6 songs, albums, artists, or playlists and pin them right to the top of your library. They're always visible. They're always one tap away. You'll see mine up here where I've got a playlist that I love listening to, an album that I'm kind of obsessed with in the mornings, and one of my favorite artists. It's easy to do just like this. Come into your playlists, your artists, or your albums, and go into one of your favorites. I love this What Damn playlist. I'm going to press and hold on it here and choose where it says Pin Playlist right on the list here. As I do, that new playlist will show up right here, taking my 4th pin space. Now let's grab one of my favorite artists. Come into the artist section and scroll down just a little bit until I find Rising Appalachia right here. Press and hold, pin artist. Now I'm going to grab one of my favorite songs. I'm going to pull down and search, press and hold, and pin the song. And now here we've got my 6 pins with a couple of playlists, a couple of albums, a couple of artists, and a song. You can pin anything, whether it's the song you're trying to learn on your guitar, or the album you've been obsessed with since high school and you just keep going back to again and again, or that artist that just makes you feel good in the morning. Pinning them is so awesome and easy, but guess what? Apple one-upped it. Because in addition to being able to pin artists, albums, songs, and playlists, you can also control what happens when you click on that pin. Let me show you what I mean. Let's press and hold on this playlist here, and you'll see something called the tap action, and it gives you multiple choices. Clicking on this can go to the playlist, can play the playlist, or can shuffle the playlist. Let's head over to this album. Pressing and holding, tap action can go to the album, play or shuffle the album. Pressing and holding on the song will allow me to go to the song or play it. And yep, pressing and holding on the artist will allow me to go to the artist, play their music immediately, or shuffle all of the songs that you have from that artist in your library. So now when you're ready to listen to music, you're not hunting around or trying to find the right thing. You're just coming right to your library section and boom, we're already in that playlist. You're ready to rock out and listen to some amazing tunes. One simple tap and you get exactly the result that you want. Whether it's playing, shuffling, going to an artist, going to an album, or exploring your favorite playlist, that's what I call power. Now you know how to organize your library, how to master your playlists, and how to take control of the Now Playing bar and the Now Playing screen. And you even know how to pin your favorite music right to the top. If you haven't done it yet, this is a great time to scan this QR code or hop over to the description section to grab your free Smart Guide so you can follow along with everything you've learned today. I hope you learned a ton, but there's always more to learn. If you look over to my left, you can find the first video in this series and learn more about how to navigate the Apple Music app. But if you're ready to move on and find something new, check out this video over to my right. I'm Dylan Stewart, the Mac Whisperer, and while you go watch something else, I'm going to hang out and let this playlist run. I'll see you next time.